What will Google do is not really about Google. It's about the changes in our world. We're going through incredible change right now with the internet and digital and everything else, and most companies and institutions and governments can't figure it out. So I just thought if I went and tried to find someone who has figured it out, and who better than Google. So I don't even really talk to Google. I don't want to. I want to, as we say, reverse engineer Google. I want to stand back and look at it and say, why is it successful? So I come up with 40 laws, and then try to apply them to other industries, from restaurants to universities. For example, one thing that Google has done that other tech companies do is they release a product as a beta. They put it out, it's incomplete, it's imperfect, and that becomes a way to collaborate with the public. Right? When they do that, they say, we don't know what this thing is yet, help us finish it. Well, you couldn't do that in the industrial age. You had to get everything finished and tooled up. And so now that's a new opportunity that we have with the likes of Google. Well, I think the big opportunity is that we can connect and collaborate more. We who are in media tend to think that the internet is like us. It's a medium. I don't think so. I think the internet is a connection machine. It connects people with each other and information and actions. And we see this happening, of course, in Tunisia and Egypt and the Middle East right now, where people are using the tools of the internet to connect with each other and to organize and to do things. And that's a lot more profound than just connecting with somebody to go out on a date with. But the internet allows you to do any of that. Well, I'm very excited. The book is getting translated now into Greek. It's still selling here in the United States, and it's in other languages too. And so I love hearing people talk about how they try to adapt these ideas to what they do. And I've had very strange discussions about that. I've had church ministers trying to think of what a googly church is like. I've had truck stop owners, right? The gas stations where trucks stop. Try to figure out how to run a googly truck stop. And that sounds absurd. It sounds funny. It is funny. But if you think about it, what it really meant was they had to stop and think, what can we do now that we couldn't do before? Well, the truckers who are driving all around are a network. They know the shape of the roads. They know where they're going to be. They want to meet each other. The truck stop can help them create that network. It's that simple, really. So the principles, I think, in what Google do are timeless. They'll keep going on. I don't think they aren't going to run out of, they're not going to expire. And when you think about them, they're pretty obvious. Right? And that's the real point here, is that the Google people have a different worldview. They just look at the world differently. They see it differently. And I think that's important, that we all look at the world differently. And so, no, I generally hear back from people who say that they found the thing that applied to them and their life or their business, and they've tried to apply it. Now, has anybody used these principles to go and make a billion-dollar company yet? No. If they do, I hope they thank me. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is just simply that it's another way to look at the world, the Google way. I'd say that I can't wait to hear whether this makes any sense in Greek business and culture. And I find people who come all the time to my site, to buzzmachine.com, which is my blog, and they tell me stories about how they tried to create the googly church or something like that. So I would love it if Greek readers would tell me how this digital age is changing Greek society. And as Greece goes through a whole bunch of change right now, some pleasant, some not, it needs creative new solutions from innovators and disruptors in society. And so whether they operate under the Google model or a whole new model they create, I can't wait to hear about that.
Okay, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.